Power, Season 6, Episode 3.
Yes.
Forgot About Dre. It's your boy Dan Diddy.
Bang, bang, boomerang.
So, Ace isn't here right now.
Yes.
He'll be back. So, this episode of Power was actually fairly interesting, man.
Yeah. They changed the theme song, so that was already a check.
That was, did that make your day?
Bro, yes. It felt normal. I felt like the last two episodes, I was like, what's going on here? You know, I was confused.
You had to recalibrate to get into the episode.
Right.
So you missed like the first 5 minutes of the episode trying to recalibrate because of the damn song.
Yeah, my brain is like, whoa, something's wrong here. What's going on? Alert, alert, alert.
We love you, Trey, but that wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
So, man, we start off with Tate.
Yes.
And Tate is banging the lady that works in his what do you call that? His congressional group?
Yes.
Whatever you want to call it. And that just so happens to be the wife of the dude that he beat up last week.
Cold-blooded. That's cold right there.
How did you feel? Like, did you see the look the wife kept giving him every time he kept talking bad about Tate?
Yeah, like, golly, that breaks my heart right there. You know what I mean? Just seeing that, like, ooh, that's so evil, so evil.
Yeah, that was cold-blooded,
Yeah.
man. I was just like, man, it's like, that's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to beat.
Absolutely.
So after that, man, just talk about Tate for a little bit. So we got to meet the lady that's taking over for Tate.
Yes.
Not taking over, but coming in to help him.
Right. From DC.
From DC. I can't remember. Ramona.
Yeah, Ramona.
Garrity. Ramona. Her name is Ramona.
Okay.
She came in. I've seen that lady before too. The actress.
Yeah.
I've seen the lady before. And she came in, fired half of the staff ASAP.
Oh yeah, quickly.
How did you feel about that?
I was like, man, she's coming in and she's taking over. That was a power move.
Yeah.
In her way of saying, look, I think she said she's going to make it skinny, or whatever term she used. But she fired half the staff and said, yo, we're going to really, we're going to build this back up to her like.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off because I was just like, damn, man, like that was crazy. Okay, that's what she played, Amanda Walker on Arrow.
Okay.
I knew I recognized her from somewhere. But anyway, she looked a lot older in this show than she does on there.
Okay.
But yeah, so she came in, changed the staff. She wanted to get to know James St. Patrick.
Yes, she did.
And then James St. Patrick looked at this as an angle.
Oh, absolutely.
To get more into political way. So I guess he's about to dump Tasha for Ramona.
Absolutely, man. When you saw Ghost peeking through those blinds, I knew what it was.
I thought he was gonna smash this week, but I guess he's gonna smash next week.
Yeah, probably next week. After she found out that he's getting divorced, because you saw her eyes, googly eyes after that. Like, what? Divorce?
He played it good too.
Yeah,
he played it good because he ain't come on too strong at first, and then when I can't do it right now. I'm going through it. I'm in pain right now. I'm going through a divorce.
Smooth. That's the type of Ghost I need to see.
Like Ghost, man, you ain't in pain when you get shot.
Yeah, go on.
So, and then so Tate's a little irritated because James St. Patrick keeps finding his damn way back into the campaign.
I mean, for Tate, he's always been the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost has to go through him first, and then everything else.
Yeah.
But now, I guess Tate is a little nervous. Now it feels like Ghost is kind of weaseling into what he has going on.
Mm-hmm.
He's losing the control of the situation.
So, to talk about the guy that the episode is named after, Forgot About Dre. Dre started out the episode. How did you feel about Alicia Jimenez's people coming to put a hit on him? And do you have an idea who you think leaked the information?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have no idea who could have leaked that one. But that scene was a good scene. Gosh, man. One, she's an OG. I guess we're gonna get to that. She's a super OG. But that gun scene against the gang and the police, the shooting, what's our guy who died this
Donovan.
episode? Donovan. He's a OG, man. He was running with the baby and shooting like.
For one second there, I thought the baby got shot, man.
I did too.
Because I was just like, yo, if you get Dre's baby shot, man, it's not.
Oh yeah, he was losing his mind.
So the scene was very well shot.
Oh yeah.
I think, and I might be a little crazy on this. I think Blanca leaked the information.
Dang.
I'm thinking Blanca was undercover working for Jimenez.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't confirm it. But that's just my wild. If I'm throwing a Hail Mary, that's my Hail Mary.
I mean, that to me, that's a touchdown right there, because she's the only loose. I mean, it's not many characters left, you know.
And just the way I heard her talking to Sax about like trying to put it all together, I was just like, you sound like somebody like who leaked the information. I'm like, you did. That's why you're asking. You did it.
I feel like that's a great angle, and I feel like Sax is not. I don't think he's anybody's favorite.
No, nobody likes him.
But I'm hoping this season they can redeem him. This could be. I think he can end up being a hero at the end of the season.
I think he might end up dead.
Okay.
By the end of the season.
Okay.
That would be her whole staff murdered.
Yeah, the whole staff. But he's the least likely to succeed from that staff.
He's the most hated.
Yeah.
So yeah,
easily.
That would be annoying, but I can see that 100%. So Tariq out here making a killing at the school, and then we come to find out that his product is low.
Yes.
But he's also forming a really, really tight bond. I think her name is Effie, right?
I can't remember.
But he's forming a really close bond with her, man. How you feel about that?
I love that. I love it because it's like Tommy, Ghost, and Tasha as kids, you know, and them showing that element, just how smart she is. Effie's smart, and I like how her dynamic with Tariq, where like when he was having the bling and the flash, she was like, "Go ahead and buy everything," you know. He's like, "Look, everybody here has money, you know," so you can see where they're thinking. And of course, they got the other guy who's like a Tommy role, just you know, just
you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
they're literally setting up a Tommy Ghost, and so hold on, he might end up being Kanan in this group. Some other black dude might become one of his friends, and then get him locked up.
I mean,
that would be crazy if they just figure out a way to full circle that whole thing at the end.
I mean, because in real life, I would think a lot of these things are full circle. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would put it that way.
So when he went back in town to basically pick up his last shipment,
right,
and he saw his mom, I'm surprised his mom didn't snitch out the Ghost that he had a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
I was a little upset she didn't bring it up.
But he played it. He said Kanan, you know?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what your family does. But how did you feel about when Ghost and him were in the kitchen talking, and then he's like, yo, I can't trust you, and then he kind of smiled behind his back when he gave him the hug?
Yeah. I mean, I really don't know how to feel about that, but I do see him turning into Ghost and Kanan. Like, you can see the writers are doing a really good job of setting that up, because you can see the growth. Because in my mind, I was like, how Tariq, a couple seasons ago, is not the Tariq that we see today.
Yeah.
And they're doing a really good job of making him take over that Ghost mantle, you know? And just him being able to manipulate Ghost, one of the best at it.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, that was the move.
Yeah, super facts. That was actually really interesting. The only thing he couldn't do was front about how long he knew Tommy was alive. Yeah. It's like, so you could catch that, but you ain't catch nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, Ghost, you're getting a little sloppy here, you know. So the whole thing with Tommy, you know, actually Tariq for a little bit longer. Them playing chess is symbolic.
Yes.
Just the fact that she's staying in the game longer, possibly beating him in these games. Like you said, they're definitely going to be romantic interest within the next episode or two.
I liked how he put everybody out the room.
Did you see her face when he did that?
Yeah, man.
Because she was just like, oh, so I'm important.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was super fire. So, my man Ghost tried to meet up with homegirl Ramona in the club. Got some scotch, staring at each other's eyes. I'm telling you, he played it so smooth, because at first I thought Tate sent her over there. But it's looking like Ghost just invited her over there, or he knew she was going to be coming.
I think more so she wanted to kind of get some more further investigation, because she asked Tate about Ghost, but I think she wanted to see for herself, you know. Yeah.
So, and she interrupted Tate for that too.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like, "Yo, Ghost, James St. Patrick is here," and then in the middle of him speaking, I was just like, God, she just cut him off in the middle of his speech.
She got the googly eyes for Ghost. Let's just say that, you know, because you can tell when they're in the club together, you know, and the glass clicking, and I was kind of wanting to get to know you better too, like that. It was corny, but it was smooth. She just got a recent divorce. with the husband I was cheating and whatnot. So you know, I think looking at a ghost, a guy, you know, powerful, whatever. Like I like that dynamic, you know. So yeah, of course, when they were in that meeting, you know, she saw Ghost pull up, man. She's like, yo, Ghost is here.
So we also had, later on in the episode, we had her meet up with Tasha.
Yes.
And Tasha's trying to get these permits and get a clearance for a space fast.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of know why.
So is Tasha going to run it? Or is her mom actually going to do it? Because Tasha's mom wants to retire. I don't see Tasha watching kids, though. She barely watches her own kids.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like, maybe it could be an ego thing. Because she has to make money. You know? She doesn't have the shop anymore. The nail salon. Or it was a hair shop.
No, that was Keisha.
That was Keisha's thing, right? Yeah. Okay. But she doesn't have really anything that's hers.
She never has.
Yeah. So for her to get into a business, you know, her mom's already doing it. Why not make it official? Because if, you know, her mom is already doing it on the side, she gets caught up, that's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So she just wants to make it official and now have income.
So, how did you feel about Keisha walking in there with Tommy when he was going to talk to the guys about the drug shipment?
They are really pushing this Keisha thing. It is fine, because I'm a big fan of Lala, you know. But they're really inserting her in there, in the mix, and I'm not too sure how I feel about that.
I feel like she is going to be his downfall.
Man.
I don't see her stepping up to it when it comes to the pressure of the police being on her. Don't get me wrong, she did in the earlier seasons.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening again.
Yeah. I think you might be right about that one.
Just because of how, like, I don't know, she just seems such an amateur being around all of it.
And at such a high level, you know? You went from like not being a part of any of this stuff to like being at the pinnacle, you know? She's seeing the product. She's seeing the team. And I don't even know how the crew feel about her, you know? So it's really interesting.
Well, I mean, the crew thinks she fine as hell, but at least Spanky do.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Spanky.
Everybody else, like 2-Bit and the other dude, they kind of just like, yo, you don't bring the woman around this, man.
Yeah,
right.
Like
he said, he's like, it usually goes downhill for you after that point.
Feel like some foreshadowing.
Yeah.
With that, you know.
How do you feel that Proctor's going to hold up with all of this, man? Do you think Proctor is going to crack? Because so far, looks like the Tommy showing up at the house might have got recorded,
right,
but the conversation didn't. And I feel like they pointed out the ghost that his daughter was there just to remind you that the book bag was there. When Ghost was talking to him about what happened, and he's just like, hey man, my daughter's here. He's like, I don't give a fuck. And I was just like, I feel like they only told you that just so you can know the book bag's there.
Ah, okay.
I don't know how much of that conversation they heard, but, you know.
Damn. I mean, yeah. And right now, Proctor is just going through it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, sharing custody. You know, now he's in this game that he doesn't even want to be in. I think this whole time, he's like, I don't want to be. I think every scene he says, I don't want to know. You know? Every time I see Proctor, all I think of is, I don't want to know. And he's been trying his best to get out of it, but they keep pulling him back in. Not only is it Ghost, now Tommy, you know?
Do you think Proctor will make it alive at the end of the season?
I want him to. But I don't think so.
Who will kill him? Tommy?
Ghost will have to. It'll have to be Ghost, you know? It'll have to be Ghost.
If Ghost's lawyer shows up dead, they gonna get him.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
That's why I said if he dies, it's gonna have to be at the hands of Tommy, because Tommy's crazy enough that he would do it.
Yeah, but that's Tommy's only. Yeah, it would have to be Tommy, but that's a lot of bodies on Tommy right there.
It is.
You know?
So it's 100% a lot of bodies on Tommy.
That's a lot.
he don't seem like he cares about a body count being on him at all.
But I want Proctor to live, but I don't see how his story can continue because he has the tapes with Tommy, and you may now have Ghost. He's a big piece that can land those guys in jail.
Y'all should be outside having these conversations.
You know?
No, don't go to nobody's house to have these conversations. Man. Y'all putting yourself out there all crazy and stuff like that.
Well, casual.
Yeah. So Jason's plan to get both of them to kidnap Jimenez.
Yeah.
Did you see that coming?
I kind of did, only because Tommy's been really doing his thing, and I think Ghost even said it when he had a conversation. Like, I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what offended Tommy though.
Absolutely.
Especially considering that Jason had just told him I expected him to do it.
Everybody expected it. Every person who's seen Power expected Ghost to do something, but Ghost doesn't have a team.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the squad anymore. You know?
Ghost really has nobody. Absolutely nobody.
So I mean, he had to execute that by himself. Tommy has a squad, you know, and his leadership is showing. You know, he's doing a good job. So if anything, that was a good test. But it's dangerous because these guys can easily come together and kill this guy.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't understand why he would do that. Why does he want Ghost and Tommy working together?
Well, he's under the assumption that they're not going to talk and he could just rip money off both of them. At some point, Tommy's going to get upset. They're going to work with Ghost to figure out how to get rid of him. And then they're going to probably go their separate ways or shoot it out. I don't know how they'll do that part. I mean, I've made predictions in the past, but
yeah,
for sure, they're definitely going to come together and kill Jason.
Well, they kind of allude to it. What's her name that he killed? Can't think of her name.
That who killed?
What's her name? I can't think of her name. She's not with the cartel. I keep the one that was getting out of prison. She was in prison. They were breaking her. Yeah, Jimenez. Yeah, so I'm tripping. So the Jimenez, when she was in the chair, she mentioned like, look, whoever did this to me is going to do the same thing to you. You know, basically just saying, look, they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're playing with fire. So
if they're crazy enough to kidnap me for you, what can they do to you?
Exactly. Like whoever did this, I mean, it's game over for you. You might as well kill everybody. That's pretty much what she's saying.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get from that statement and like the whole intimidating look. I was so glad that Alicia Jimenez went out like a G.
Yes. Oh man.
She went out like a straight G.
Yeah.
She wasn't playing. She just wanted that cigarette before she went.
Yes, she did. Because there was no win.
And I love Tommy's reaction to all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
yeah.
We did all of this just for you to kill her? Like, we could have killed her.
Yeah.
We could have just put something in the water to get her out of here. What do you? And she would have died in court.
Yeah.
Why bring her through the trouble for this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a straight. That was the moment. It's gonna be another moment like that makes Tommy say, "All right, Ghost, let's get rid of this guy."
Yeah, because
because Jason is just too cocky. He's too arrogant.
Yeah.
He feels like nothing. You know, nothing can happen to him, and it's just like, nah.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Jason, to me,
especially when you look at Tommy and Ghost's resume of everybody they've knocked off.
Everybody, you know.
How do you think you're at such a high level right now? Because they knocked off everybody before you.
Like, Jason, you're here because they killed the other dude that was in your spot. You know, like,
exactly.
Like, how are you not putting these together? And I don't know. And for them to even be able to break out Alicia, bring them to him, and just so he can say, kill her, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, it feels like how Kanan was trying to pull certain strings and whatnot. It's like, bro, just get your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jason, get the money, man. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to go. I feel like they have to kind of link together, and we all want to see that too.
Yeah, so do you think Dre is actually going to crack and help Ghost get arrested?
No.
I think Dre would rather kill Ghost.
Yeah. Well, really, I feel like Dre just want his kid. You know what I mean? You could tell by the wrinkles that he makes every time even a lot of like confused and vulnerable looks for that guy. Mm. He just wants his family. He wants to get away from it all. You know. I just think he'll do whatever it takes to get his daughter at this point. So whatever that is, he just knows survival. So I think he don't care about Ghost. It's just more so like, I just want my kid. You know. I think that's pretty much. So whatever can align to his goals, he'll make happen. You know.
How did you feel when you saw Simon Stern walk in that Truth Club?
That shit was funny, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You didn't expect to see him, right? Because I was just like, bro, you're still around?
But I love his character, though. I love his character. Like, I'm so happy they keep bringing him back. Like Ghost needs to continue to get in financial troubles so he can keep coming back.
I love the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I feel like we pretty much summed up the majority of the episode, right?
Yeah, man.
We didn't miss anything, right?
No, it was a great episode. It was
Yeah.
great. Shout out to 50 Cent for directing it.
Yeah, shout out to 50 Cent, first episode directed, man. He did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I think he was a little over the top with how like Alicia got shot in the head and the blood was coming out. I was just like, I mean, God.
That was a lot.
Yeah, I was just like, man, is it that crazy? Like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't miss her too, because she was ruthless.
She was.
She was more scary than Jason was.
Man. And I was kind of sad to see her go out that way, but she went out like a real one.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, look, just fuck it. Do what you got to do, you know? And yeah.
I wonder what happens if Tariq comes to Tommy and says, like, look, I need a supplier.
That's what's going to happen.
Because it makes sense. That's why they showed Tommy showing Keisha all the different drugs he had, because they're looking for pills.
Yes.
We figured it out right there.
Yeah, it's
on
right
the spot.
there.
But yeah, man, we enjoyed this episode. As you guys can tell, let us know in the comments down below how you felt about this episode. What were your favorite parts and everything like that. You can find me on Instagram at TRC Podcast.
Welcome to the Wall Podcast.
And Twitter at TRC Podcast Live.
WTTW Podcast.
Go over Welcome to the Walls YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to that joint, man. Go check out the season finale of the Table Reads. It's going to be amazing. Go over to Prince Trey John's Game World. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. And my Voice with Darren Friends can be found over at Spotify. Mm-hmm. If you were listening on SoundCloud, then you can go listen to it in the Google Play Store. If you got Android, the iTunes Store. If you got Apple, Spotify, on whatever.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Peace.